creation. It created because that's what it does. It is a creative force. And once it created a creation, then it appeared like there was two. There was the creator and the creation. And between the two, there was a yearning one for the other. And it was a beautiful arrangement. And it was good and perfect in every way. And this creation, it was so incredibly compelling and magnificent and full of life going on and on, that the living beings that lived in this creation, they thought they should call it their home. They couldn't imagine anything more grand and glorious. They couldn't imagine anywhere else where they might want to be, because there was birds singing in the trees. There was the sun rising every day. And so many other things. And they built a world around this. And they began to identify with it. And in time, that's all they knew. Meanwhile, back in the timeless time zone, there was some wise men discussing this situation. And one of them said, "What are we going to do about this? This situation, these people, they don't know where they're from. They don't know what's happening." And another one said, "Well, do we really need to do anything? It's perfectly fine. We can leave them where they are to enjoy their little existence." And another one said, "Doesn't anybody care? We're just going to leave these people to wander in darkness." Round and around they're going. They don't know where they came from. They're living such a sliver of a life. And another one said, "Okay, I will be the one that will go down and tell these people." So he went down into this plane of existence and wandered the streets of planet Earth and knocked on the doors, and he said, "Hey, don't you know there's something more than your life as you know it? There's more going on than the Earth going around the sun, marking time as your life slowly ebbs away. Don't you want to know? There's more than these trees, these birds. There's more than just your house and your car and all your little concerns." But it was a tough sell. Hardly anyone could imagine that there could be anything else. And even if there was, that it would even matter. So this is the problem. It's not really enough to just tell somebody about it. The talk doesn't really work, because you're talking about something that is beyond words. And there, Nad Yoga comes to the rescue. Nad Yoga is a kind of sound that we use to wake people up. And it's a sound that points back to the creation, to the source of it all. And it's not so much for me to tell you about it. It is for you to enter into the experience and participate in the process, this refinement process, where you become ever increasingly conscious. So, the best ways to get to know this presence and experience it. There's much discussion about this. There's three ways, the three best ways. In the original language, they have Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, and so on. Shravana is hearing. By listening, you can enter into the presence. And what would you be listening for? You could listen for the voice of God, perhaps. Or, if that's beyond your experience, you could listen to perhaps sounds about the divine. You could listen to names of the divine, which is what kirtan is. You're singing these sounds that point back to the source of it all. Words about the Creator. And these words are always true, and they're always beautiful. It's creation singing back to the Creator. It's like a loop that goes on. As you sing, you make that sound, and then you listen. And then smarana is remembering. And as you do this repeatedly, your consciousness becomes awakened. And you can tell the sounds of the divine are always the most beautiful sounds. In fact, the easiest way to add more beauty to your life is to sing and praise the Lord. Because you're filling your mind with such lofty thoughts that then trickle down and go into your creation. Because inasmuch as we imagine the Creator is somewhere making this creation, the realization is finally that the source of creation, there's a spark of it within you that's projecting out, and this is your world. So it's a realization you have, and you must have the realization, not someone can tell you. And the great masters, they come and they make their beautiful sounds, and it echoes through time, and we recognize it because it has this beauty. And one in particular I want to go through is Shankaracharya, a great yogi, lived some time back, about 1,000 years back. And he was brilliant, he was very devotional, and he made put some beautiful words together. And I want to sing you one, it's so compelling. And it talks about the incarnations of Narayan and sings about their glory. So I'll give you a little sample of it. Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishnadam Muraram Vasudevam Shridaram Madhavam Gopika Vandhanam Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje Achyutam Keshavam Satyavamadavam Madhavam Sridharam Radhika Radhitam Indiram Mandiram Tejasasundaram Nandanam Sandade Sitaram Ramaram Radhe Sham 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 Sitaram Ramaram Radhe Sham Sham Sham. Answer. So just hear how a beautiful thought makes such beautiful words. Lovely expression. This is the key to Raj Yoga. The beauty will tell you that it's true. And another rather famous one that has a deep meaning to it also. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. I'm just going to put that in the chat box there. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. So this is a song. It's about this and that. This is this creation, and that is the creator where it came from. And it says both are full. That is full and complete, and this is full and complete. And even though this came out of that, that is always perfect, and this will always remain perfect also. So this is a reassurance that nothing is missing. This is wonderful creation, whatever you're experiencing in life. This world and that world, both of them are perfect, and you're part of it. It's a wonderful thought. And let's just chant it a bit. We'll do a few rounds of it. You can just chill and close your eyes, right? Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Purnammadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Purnamada Purnamada Purnamida Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevasishyate. So this mantra comes from an old scripture, Iso Upanishad. And Upanishad means at the foot of the master. And this idea of fullness is what you experience when you're in the presence of a guru who has realized the essence of existence and is bringing the divine presence into our existence here. And so you get this feeling of divine fullness, but also material fullness, that everything is taken care of. This mantra very nicely sums up the experience of being in the presence of Guru, is complete fullness. And what else can I say? I can sing you an English version of it. And it's about that which is creator and this which is creation. So it's about this and that. And it's a love song. It's a love song from the creation to the creator. Because Nad Yoga is all just a love song. Holy is that, and holy is this, and from out of that there came all of this, full with the light. It's love at first sight, for all of that and also always all of this. And even as all of this came out of that will remain forever still the same, full and complete. Both this and that are ever flowing as a river going home. So this river of life is all just calling for Om. All of what you see around you is calling for that Om. This yearning is built into creation between the creator and the created ones. And as we participate in this love song and enter into it, we experience it more and more. It's an automatic thing. And finally you realize for yourself, as these things things cannot be described. They must be realized. So there you have it, Om Purnam. And let's leave that one aside here. And another glorious one is Gayatri. Gayatri is also from the ancient days, and it is. Hang on. Okay, there's your Gayatri. Om Bhurvavaswa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodhyat. So this is the yearning for that light within us to awaken and our thoughts be brightened and our intellect be shining and radiant from that inner light, even as the sun rises in the morning and gives us new day, new life. And often this is sung in the early morning. So let's do a few rounds of this. Sing along as you feel you're excited to or able to. Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Bhurvavasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Oh, to be awakened, and your thoughts be brightened, as you turn your face to the light within you, to bless you in body, mind, and soul. That's kind of the meaning of that. It's a beautiful thought and a beautiful thing to dwell upon and to yearn for. And as you yearn, so that's the direction you will go. And know that whatever you're yearning for will finally come, because it's the desire that pulls you through and pulls you onward to the fulfillment of that desire. So keep that desire that you want to experience all the grandness and glory that the divine has in existence. And this thought alone will brighten your day in so many ways. So those are two very nice mantras. Let's do a little of repeating the names is a great tradition too. Then let me just turn this off here. Repeating the names of God in whatever names you're familiar with, or whatever names are resonating with you. So we're going to do the name of Shiva for now. And this is a call and response. So there's space for you to sing along, and you can just sing along with the whole thing. And it's a rather quiet one. I think it's in a minor key. So the minor keys have that longing built into them. That we call in the West, we call it sad key. But it's the sadness of separation, but inside of it is the longing. Because while we're in this existence, we're in a kind of state of separation. So longing is our nature. It's our nature to long for this union, this yoga. Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Jai Shiv Shankar. So this is paying homage to the aspect of Shiva. Shiva is the one that removes all your negative things that are keeping you from having full experience of life in the divine. And so it's very simple, very primal, and you can just repeat that. And as you repeat it, you hear it. And as you hear it, you remember. You remember who you are and who you were from the beginning and who you always are. So that's a lovely one. Shiva became one of my favorite. And favorite in the sense that it resonated with me, as it does with many. And whatever name works for you is just great, because that's your entry point. That is the form in which you are going to be compelled to move forward and reach out for the divine. It is, in fact, the divine in a particular form, calling you and drawing you forth. And it's a beautiful thing. And these are sounds that are worth making. And that's the key to the whole thing. Nod is not just any sound. Nod is not noise. Nod is intentional sound that draws you towards your original consciousness. And this was the original teaching of the Buddha. The Buddha, he went on his quest to see how to alleviate the suffering that he saw in his world around him. And for some time, he was hanging out in the woods with some friends who were also striving in this direction. And they were discussing many things about how we might minimize and eliminate the suffering in this world and the suffering for ourselves. And after much discussion, there was no conclusion. And so finally, he stepped aside and sat under a tree and entered into silence. And at long last, this effort proved very fruitful. And he saw what he saw. He saw that divine presence and experienced it. And after that, he didn't really have anything to say. He didn't want to say anything, because there's nothing better than that silence. So he's sitting there under the tree, perfect. He's liberated. He's sitting in his fullness, in his divinity. And the angels up there, they're looking down and they're getting concerned. And so they go down and they say, hey, this guy's not saying anything. But what are we going to do? And so they say, Buddha, don't you have any words for us after your great experience? Maybe you can give us some clues or say something to inspire us. And Buddha says, those who know don't need to be told. And those who don't know, these words aren't going to show it to them. And this is really how it is in our language. The words don't describe. But then the angel said, well, what about those people that are in between, that are just on the edge? The people that are striving and they want to know and they're close to knowing. Maybe you have a word for them to help them over the edge so they might also see. So then the Buddha started speaking. And so the teaching is that the only words that are really worthy of expression are words that add to the net amount of silence in the universe. So words that point you back, that help you regain consciousness of the divine. These are sounds that are worth making and words that are worth saying. And this is a good thing to remember in our world. We have plenty of noise going on, and it's not really helping anybody. So you can think about that next time you're in a place like next time you're on Facebook, for example, and you're seeing all these words, and so many of them are maybe just frivolous. And then you get to the bottom of all the words, and then you see that empty box that says, write your comment. So what are you going to say? What are you going to say that's going to point back to the source of it all? What are you going to say that's going to uplift somebody and help them on their journey? Or are you going to just say some mindless comment that adds to the noise? Maybe even start an argument. So these are things to remember in our world. We have freedom of speech, in fact, because we can always choose what we say. And that makes all the difference. So we're coming to the end, but I don't want to end it quite yet. I want to do one more little round here for you folks. And this is another a chant of Shiva. And it's a little more active, so if you're laying down, you can sit up. If you're sitting up, you can stand up. And you can get ready to move your feet and clap your hands and have a great time. So this is like the other one, it's call and response. So just sing along with the angel voice. I'll sing, and then you'll hear the angel voices sing. So just sing along with the angels, and you'll be right there with the angels. So here we go. And there's a little, I think this has a little intro here. Namah Shivaya. 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 Namah Thank you so much. We come to the end of our session today, celebrating Nad Yog with Rishikesh School of Music. It's been a wonderful occasion, and I want to thank Bhuvan for all his work in leading the show. Thank you so much.